Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Wild and Wingless. Tonight I got actually the first guest that I had when I first started the show, Mr. Mark Blyton. He's come back on to have a talk about wingless in New South Wales. Mark, how are you tonight?
Yeah, we're going good. We've been following your great success for your podcast.
My great success. He set the foundation, so thank you very much, Mark. He's got a lot of names now. He's going to be called the Godfather. So, as you know, Mark has been doing a lot of racing lately over New South Wales. He always does racing in New South Wales, but let's just touch on some of the races in New South Wales that we've had. We've had a bit of a lean year at the moment in racing, but the club have found races to get us going to whether or not they're points races, which has been a good thing. Would you say not?
Yeah, it's always a good thing to get some point rounds. Unfortunately, just the way it's worked out with the WoW series and that, we might be losing a couple of points rounds, so we need every round we can get to make a championship viable.
Yep. So we had I don't think we spoke about it, but we had the first round at Eastern Creek at the start of the season back in October. Was it October? Yep. Start of October?
Yep.
And then we went to Dubbo on the 26th of October for round 2.
Yep.
And that was a race which I remember distinctly hearing you tell me before the feature that, the track's too fast, you're not going to have arms for it and all the rest. And you just absolutely put on a clinic, drove away from everyone, lapped almost up to 10th position. Let's talk about that race. So a whole bunch of us New South Wales wingless guys went to that venue. Was there...
I think 26 or 28, somewhere around there.
Yeah, right. So we did have a B main, yep. To come through.
Had a good field, had majority of the New South Wales WOW cars, which was great in attendance. I think Batesy was the only one missing. Everyone else was on deck.
That's right, yes.
Yeah.
And then, what did you think about the track itself? Because I know they've been toying with some stuff. Some stuff happened there in the off-season.
Yeah, they sort of mucked around with the surface a little bit, done a bit of I don't know how much reshaping, but a little bit, but we can use more of the track than we've ever been able to use, and on that night, zero tyre wear.
Yeah.
Which is awesome in these day and times.
Zero tyre wear, zero dust. So no one could even...
tear-offs.
Hey?
You'd use tear-offs.
Yeah, no one even got to eat your dust when you came through and lapped them. But that was a very successful night. It was a shame. I think I banged on about it to some other people. It was a shame that we did not have Claperview at that venue that night.
Yeah, Shoot Racing did a live feed, but handheld cameras only as good as it can be. Come across pretty good, pretty enthusiastic commentary, and but at least it was recorded at some point. And everyone knew what they were racing on.
Right. So in the off season, I'm just going to let the cat out of the bag. You've done a bit of work on that hot rod behind you. To get that car sort of working better on a slick track. Well, you didn't have a slick track that Saturday night. You had the opposite. That car just took off. That thing just took off like a rocket going into one. I can still remember seeing it firsthand. You had McCarthy there, Brad McCarthy. You had John Egan with you, and neither were able to do anything. And then come around lap 2, you already pulled 2 or 3 car lengths on them. And that was it. Just kept going and going and going.
Yeah, we've sort of been just working on little things around the motor. Obviously, there's nothing much you can do, but just worked on a few of the bolt-ons that you can work on. Found a little bit of something there, and the package come together. And I think I was pretty much the only car that was still running the 15-second lap average for the distance, and I was the only one their arms didn't fall off.
Yeah, no, well, yeah, that's right. I mean, and the fact. As much as John Egan, love you, buddy, but geez, you almost had him. You almost had him for a lap, and I thought, wow, where's his Mark Blyton been for so long? But yeah, it was good to see you. So
yeah, it sort of felt. It's probably been a couple of years since I felt that good in the car. Felt pretty good at Eastern Creek at the beginning of the year, but had that fuel pressure issue with the fuel line coming undone, so that sort of killed us in the feature. That things just won't run on 15 pound.
No.
And then, everything ticked all the boxes at Dubbo, so you could run as hard as I wanted, as fast as I wanted, and had the car good. So it was an easy run for me.
Yeah, no, and it definitely was. In the feature, obviously, you got the win, and I can't remember, was it 7 seconds or something like that? I don't know, 7 or 9 seconds.
Yeah,
gone.
It was nearly half a lap.
Yeah, on Bailey Goodwin got second, and third place was Andrew Sayer in the Grey Ghost. Now, how he managed to finish that race in that car is, I've heard the saying, oh, he, knocked the ladder out of it.
He got lucky. Yeah, I got lucky that he got winged.
Yeah.
He had the ladder knocked out. I think the front beam was a little bit
Oh.
wonky, and he banged her up.
Yeah, oh yeah, that ladder was gone. That was no longer. Yeah, that exited the chat. That was no longer here to talk. Front end got a bit of a touch up. I think the chassis actually got damaged because when I had my episode with him, talking with him, you saw Daniel in the background working on the car, and that was from the damage they sustained at Dubbo. So far out.
It's a fast track, and if you do give the wall a bit of a brush, like it will do some damage.
Yeah, absolutely.
He was probably only running on 50% of the car that he usually has.
Yep.
So it made it good for me. I could get away from him.
Well, definitely it did. It was good because that started your little winning streak we had there. But after that race, we went to ACT down to Canberra. Now that was you didn't come along to that one.
No,
you decided to stay at home and.
I had something on. Oh yeah, Marshall and Alicia and
that's right.
Come the weekend for Christmas. So
yeah,
stayed home and enjoyed a bit of downtime there. Still wouldn't have minded going to Canberra, but it was great to see Marshall and the granddaughter. And
yeah, of course. No, we went down there, and this was a non-points round. This is the one that I believe the track contacted the club, and the club was said, "Yep, let's see what we can do." And we had a fair few cars go down. Do you remember the exact number? I can't off the top of my head.
It was in the 20s, I think.
20s, okay. And
or was it just short of 20?
I think it was just short. I don't recall it being main, but we had that was a great night because Jason Davis, first race back from his successful campaign up in Northern Territory.
Yep.
Got the win. It was Jaden Boulding actually, not Darcy. Darcy already picked up a win earlier in the year down in Victoria, but Jaden Boulding got second. And that young Conor Morea, he picked up his first podium with a third place, which was really good. Dave Nikiforov was
second season in, and I think last year was only a partial season.
Yep. Well, and I remember I think last year was his first year, but he had a real big wreck at Lismore.
Oh yeah, nasty. The front of the cage.
Yeah, so to see him sort of bounce back from that, and Dave Nikiforov was absolutely elated. He was so happy about that drive that Connor did in the feature. We weren't in neither of those two races. We've had a bad run, but what did you think? Did you see any footage from that Canberra race?
A little bit, just like from the live feeds that were done. I was sort of under the impression that they'd banked turn 1-2, but clearly not.
Where?
Where it was.
No idea.
So I don't know whether it was fact or fiction or someone was just dreaming about doing it, but it would have been great if they did do it.
Oh, yeah.
But no, it's still it's sort of reverse of what Simpson is.
Yeah, okay.
Pretty much the same. Yeah, 1-2's flat and then 3-4's banked, but not quite the banking that Simpson's got. But it would have been great if they could have put a bit of banking on that 1-2 and it'd make a pretty decent track out of it.
Yeah. I mean, it was still good to see
that. Still good now.
Yeah, like you could still see some passing going on there. Davis, obviously, he wanted that win so badly. You had, as I said before, you had Darcy up there trying to battle for it as well. I think he might have picked up a heat win or something like that. But yeah, once you get that car in front, unless you're fully committed to run that 3 and 4 deal.
Yeah, and the thing, it usually gets reasonably choppy up high. So you'll either have a pretty big pucker moment or you'll get round, but very rarely do you see anyone sort of rail it around the top and come out in the lead on the front. It's usually always watching the car on the bottom not to bounce into you, unfortunately.
Yeah. Also, that was a race we had young Jackson Delamont pulled out his car to come race with us, and unfortunately, he didn't have the run he wanted. So
he's back.
Well, yeah, he's at least back in the wingless. It's good to see him in his N48 deal there. But we're not going to see him for a little bit, but he's coming back again. But yeah, all in all, that was a good race meeting. I felt when we left the track, we left with disappointment on what we went through. But the racing I saw, the club itself, I've personally seen a massive change this year. Just
Yep.
with people, you got some really good people in the club. Like I'm not saying we haven't had them, but I don't know. You just just everyone wants to come together with mates. So we went away from that. Then a couple of weeks later, we went up to the WoW series. You went to Goulburn.
Yes, that go. I had a little procedure done there on the week before, which sort of knocked the wind out of me for travelling too far. So played it down low and went to Goulburn and nursed myself through it.
Listen to it. But okay, so talk to me, because Goulburn, we had a lot of changes done in the off season.
First chance we've been back there since they put the banking on the place.
Talk to me about it.
Huge improvement on the racing lines and the usability of the track and how much more you can use it. Like when you do come to a slower car now, you can pass them with ease instead of losing half a lap. So it takes away from people doing those desperado moves and tearing cars up, which is great. Like I reckon if we had more cars, we could have run further up the track. But in general, the track was huge improvement.
Yeah, right.
Improvements in tracks that I've run on in a few years.
Okay. Well, that's good.
I minded Goulburn, but like I actually like it a lot better now.
Right. Yeah, because Goulburn, I've always had a soft spot for Goulburn. Like the place. But yeah, it's just I remember when we first had COVID. You'll probably remember this too, Mark. We had a different track then. It was like a little bit more. I don't know what it was. Maybe more banked, more suited for the wingless rather than sedans, and you could do some racing. And I still remember I spoke to Gary Fitzpatrick up at Toowoomba, and I said I still remember seeing that. You run
the craft race there.
No, it was before the craft race. They brought up that what's that fella's name? Troy Hudson goes by the name of Todd Hobson. Came up and he just drove it full knack into 3 and 4 wide open. We ain't seen no one do that before.
Yeah.
And the bar he had on that right rear must have been like a 750. God, it wasn't, but geez, I just remember leaning over and I thought, wow. Yeah. But I'm hoping that's where the track's heading back to.
Like it seemed quite like early in the night when it still had moisture, like it blew off through the night. But even later in the night, it was still good. And it was quite, for Goulburn, it was a reasonably hot night.
Yeah, right. So that was, as I said, another non-points. However, you picked up the win again down there for that one.
Went all right.
You went all right? You reckon you're slow? But they didn't slow you down enough, I guess, with the procedure. But that was your second win of the season. You got to be feeling pretty confident right now.
Yeah, it wasn't feel better. I got more feel in the seat of my pants, you might say.
Yeah. Now, those changes you made with that chassis in the off season, they would have started to be shown at a track like that.
Yeah, because that was quite a slick track, which was good. So we had like 100% opposite surfaces virtually, and good thing was I didn't have any tyre wear at Goulburn either, which was great.
Yep.
Like I used the same tyre all night and sort of it grained it, but it didn't kill it. Like it was still all right to use the next weekend at Dubbo. Yeah,
right. Okay. Yeah. So you got first. Darcy Bolden got second. Jane Bolden got third. So the family rounded out. Yep. That was also a meeting where we saw a huge wreck.
Oh, massive!
And just looking at it on the wreck side of things, I would put this up to one of the biggest wrecks I've seen in a wingless for quite some time. But for me, it was the fact that Jason Davis got out pretty quickly.
Went work on Monday, no issues.
No issues.
Like I did speak to him there through the week. He didn't have any, didn't complain about having any seatbelt bruising or a sore neck or generally anything other than a tore up race car. That was about the worst of it. But he can go back to work on Monday and he's fine.
Yeah, that car, that chassis. I know he speaks about the people he got it from down in Victoria, about how much work they've done on it. If they want to take the credit, but that car it held up in the areas it needed to hold up. It held up. I'm going to get in trouble for one thing saying this, and that is, they first thing they did, they looked at his Dezuda, right?
Yeah.
Now, right, everyone knows Tyson had a bad wreck in practice where he went end for end as well, and they wanted to know about the Dezuda. Well, they don't go off if your head is just going forward in a forward rotation. It's when it goes sideways, and there's people out there.
I was a test dummy when they first sprung them out. I put 6 of them off, and there was only one legitimate.
Really?
And that was racing at Eastern Creek, like running up on the curb. It was quite rough.
Yep.
And just your head ricocheting around on the headrest, it was enough to put them off. But your nose to tail wrecks, because the car absorbs all the impact, it doesn't. And like really, when you've had a concussion, you know you've got a concussion. Yeah, like the one that genuine went off, I did not need to know that.
you were
like I was bleeding out my ear. I knew I was in trouble.
You weren't coming back to race again. Not that night.
Like,
yeah,
it's obvious. And well, when I get up, I got vertigo. Like
yeah,
I didn't need a Zuzudo to tell me.
No, but I think it's just the fact that these people look at these Dezudas, unfortunately, and think they are be all end all, and therefore now we've got a faulty Dezuda, and therefore you need to get checked out. No, you guys gave us this thing. If it didn't go off, not our fault.
Nothing wrong.
Yeah, then they didn't go
Really not pull enough G's to
off. I mean, Tyson reckons he pulled some, but they didn't do it. And if that's what we're working off, I don't know. I think they need to come up with a better idea. I hear there's one in the works. I'm really looking forward to that. But yeah, so that was another Dezuda. Didn't go off, but thankfully Jason walked away and was happy to go. Well, I don't know if he was happy to go to work Monday, but nevertheless, he's on the mend. He's got a bit of a hill to climb now to get another car ready. But good to see you, okay, Jay.
He's got a game plan there happening, and I'm sure he'll be backing up and running early in the new year. Like, unfortunately, he loses a few shows while he gets his stuff back together. But I'm sure when he hits the track, he'll be looking for a win.
Yeah, absolutely. And then we go back to what we just went through on the weekend. Again, the Wingless got invited to come to Dubbo.
Yep.
And I don't know what happened there, because I thought I saw around 12 cars at one stage.
Yeah, we had 12 or 14 guys there put their hand up, but unfortunately, I don't know, maybe the goldfish died or something. They just didn't show up. And so that led us down to a pretty low field. Like, we did have some reasonably good cars, and we put some good race on. It was good. The late models and the legend cars had their state title there, and it was I think it was like 38 degrees during the day, and then even at 10 o'clock at night, it was still 28 degrees and had a lot of traffic on the track. And same thing, didn't kill tyres again.
Right. Now, can you just have a talk to me? Because I heard that they changed something with their track preparation.
Yeah, the motocross track's right next door, and they borrowed their tiller.
Yep.
And it was different. Like, they used to scratch the track and then pack it back down, and like within half a dozen laps, it was back to what it was. You just wasted half hour. They had got this tiller and run around on both ends around the top, and it's probably the best I've ever seen. It's the highest I've ever run on the track myself in the
really
moment. Yeah. Unfortunately, I should have stayed there, but I'll do dumb things. Yeah. But you could actually, within a couple of metres of the fence, carry momentum. It was predictable. It was safe. Like, it actually softened the track enough to actually build not a cushion, but probably it was about 6-8 inches high, so you could actually lean on it.
Yep.
Instead of just being ball bearings and bounce into the fence, like, you could actually lean on it. Like, turn 1-2 was exceptionally good. You could run in there wide open, and then 3-4 you just had to be a little bit careful.
Yep.
But yeah, just generally it was pretty good. But majority, no one went to the bottom.
No, okay.
Even Ripple King Siri, he was running up the top.
Yeah, well, I saw he was going to be eating it, and he got out of the gutter and went high. Will this be? So that night, Zach Pacquiao got the win, unfortunately, but from you because you let the door open on the last lap.
Yeah, he sort of stuck his nose in underneath on the second last lap there, and I went, she's right, I'll duck to the bottom and cover my line, but I went in too hot and missed it, and sort of skated up into the middle of the track, which was a little bit on the shiny side, and spun the wheels, and no, Big Cat got me.
Yeah, Zach Pack gotcha. He's actually pretty good there. Like, he placed in the top 3 at the state title last year. He had some
good results there over the time.
Yeah, and that car that he drives, the N3 of Samson, Dylan, and his father. Yep. Is it Wayne? I think it's Wayne.
Where Wayne? Yeah.
Wayne, yeah. Well, they're not no dummies, so it's a very fast car, and
they were on on the spanners all night. They're working on it pretty hard. They
Yep.
had their Dirtex Industry shocks on, dialing them in.
Yeah, nice.
So, yeah, so like it was good R&D for them.
Yep.
And I'm sure he'll be back for the state title at Easter.
Well, yeah. If now, do you reckon they're going to look at doing that more regularly with the tiller on the track surface?
Yeah, I think it's from what the guys I spoke to, sounds like it's a pretty well done deal. Like they're on good terms with the motocross club, so they're going to work hand in hand, and hopefully. And it didn't take a long to do the bit of track prep because they only did the tops of the corners and like left the straights alone. And as far as I'm aware, the late models didn't have any tyre wear. We didn't have any tyre wear. The legend cars made the track fast enough they had to change diff ratios.
Really?
Yeah, they were running out of legs. So it was, for them, it was faster than what Eastern Creek or Parramatta was.
Yeah, I actually did watch their A main.
Yeah.
It was quite entertaining, I thought. A few slide jobs and stuff like that. But
yeah, and the track made itself possible for it, and a couple of misjudgments there of errors, and mate, you're going fast.
Yeah, no, that's good. I'm looking forward to it. I hope they do it. So, before I run away with it, on the night you got second, and Andrew Seary, the president, the old Prez, make Wingless great again, fella. He got third. Well, I tried to reach out to him, but I think he's under the weather at the moment. So,
He's still celebrating.
Still celebrating.
Had the biggest grin of anyone. Like, I'm still waiting for the race fan update.
Oh no, where is it? Do you know what? I gotta say that orange car he's got. At first, when I saw it, I was like, "Oh, I don't know if I like this." His t-shirts are $1 million. I love the orange on his t-shirts. I'm like, dude, you got to change that fluoro to meet the t-shirts now. It looks anyway. Yeah. She Henk and T looked after him there. So when you went from Dubbo there, the next race you've got. Well, actually, you told me a story about that right rear at Dubbo. How many laps has that thing done?
It did get a heat at Lismore at the Chile Nationals.
Yep.
I think I did a heat on it there. Did the 50 lapper at the Chile Nationals with it. Did Dubbo with it. Did Goulburn with it, and then bounced back to Dubbo with it. Like, and this is one of our disposable RD15s. So, like every time I had been to Eastern Creek, like saw one off to, man, this thing's going to go again.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you had the people from Sydney National Speedway at the venue on Saturday night at Dubbo. It would be pretty cool if perhaps they could get talking to those people. I'm not trying to shoot anyone in the foot who preps the track at Sydney, but maybe we just need to work on it a bit more because the dust is just killing us, man. The dust.
Quite often you talk to people that watch it and they said just it rains dirt.
Yeah.
Which is unpleasant for the spectators as well. So, when you see the classic first come, like the lady in a white pants.
Yes.
You've been to the speedway.
Yeah, sucker.
Yeah.
All right, so next weekend we have the prelude to the WOW Series at Eastern Creek or Sydney National Speedway.
Yep.
43 cars nominated.
So far.
I think so far, you're right. Entries are still, or nominations still open until Sunday night, I think it is. Yep. We got 43. We got 7 WOW cars there already. But geez, we've got a host of some pretty top drivers coming back, and there's actually drivers coming back that we haven't seen for quite some time. So, what are your thoughts on that?
Well, I do believe it'll be, like a prelude to the WOW Series. Like, ever who ends up on the podium there will be looking pretty strong for the following weekend. But then, you're going to have obviously another 10, 15 guys there of equal quality landing.
Yep.
So, I'd probably be one of the best races of the Wingless Series so far this year.
Yeah, I mean, I think by looking at the numbers you're getting, like you've got Matt Seeley, young fella from Northern Territory, coming on down. I don't understand what the program is at the moment. I know he's in a past powder coating car for the first night.
Yep.
And then he's got his number for the second show, so I don't know if the car's coming down after the fact. We've got a car that I haven't seen for a while, N60, Daniel Flood. He's making an appearance. Haven't seen him for a while. He was state champion, wasn't he? Queensland?
Yep, won the Queensland title, knocked me off. Got me on the last lap, I think it was. Got caught behind a lap car.
Now I'm going to get a message from Blyton about this going, you brought it up, you bastard. I didn't mean to. Sorry, Mark.
She's right. I beat him at Brisbane the next night.
Oh, there you go. That's all right then. We got Luke Thomas coming back to play. I don't know if it's a I haven't looked at the calendar. That's not a sprint car weekend, is it?
Yeah, I'm not sure what's on with us, but we've got a pretty good show. We've got Nathan Oldmush, Nathan Smee.
Yeah, Nathan Smee. No, he's not there that night. He's not there on the 7th. He's there on the 14th. On the 7th, however, we do have, I'm going to say it, Blake Darcy.
Oh, yeah.
Darcy Truck Repairs. He's coming back for a run. Fingers crossed he gets it all sorted. You got like Daniel Goldoni. I think you got, now this is why I saw a press release the other day about Daniel Goldoni has joined with Sturton Family Racing. Luke Sturton normally drives the N10 sprint car. He's going to be stepping into, I've got it down as the N10 wingless. So I don't know if this is...
Which N10?
Well, which N10? Is it the T10 that renumbered to N10 that Luke Redpath drove at Toowoomba? Because he's at the moment, I don't see him nominated for the
Sydney.
14th, so I'm not sure. But anyway, we've got a sprint car driver in there. I think that's pretty cool to see. But yeah, geez, like you're going through the list. I spoke to Andrew Sayer earlier today.
On deck.
Yep, that hot rod's ready to rock and roll after his misfortunes at Toowoomba, and he's good to go. He's hungry to get after it. Andrew Siri hopefully is recovering from his party from the other week, getting the podium. But there's so many cars that are going to be there. Man, good cars. Luke, is he on the week before?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I seen him entered from the 7th.
I don't see him on the 7th.
Okay, I'm wrong. 14th.
Yeah, but if you go to the 14th, we've got, this is for the WOW Series now, for the 14th of December. We've got 47 cars nominated so far. Now, is it capped at 60, or is it just they just want to try and achieve 60? Either way.
Well, capped at 60, but You're talking 2 weeks out.
13 cars. Mate, get on there. Whoever's got a wingless, get on there, get nominated. Let's make this 60-car field happen.
Greatest non-wing show on dirt.
Greatest non-wing show on dirt. That's right. And you've got all the stars coming. Actually, let's talk about that one. So we do have a couple of guys. So you got Zane O'Toole coming down. Luke Sturton's in it. This is where we're going to see Matt Searley come back with the NT62.
Yep.
Guy Stansell's coming back. I believe he's just had a bub with his partner, so he's coming back for a quick run with us. Who else are we going to have there? There's got to be some more. I'm talking non-contracted drivers. Yep. Okay, there you go. Jackson Delamont is joining the posse.
Yep.
Luke Will, he's on that one too. Jaden O'Toole. Daniel Flood is back in on that one. Shane Sheedy, return of the party guy. So that's going to be cool to see him there.
Claxton King.
Sorry?
The Claxton Hat boys are back on deck.
They're all there.
We just need to pull the Jolly.
Well, you just need Jolly, and you need Kyle Mock, but you've got Nathan Smee. Oh, Ebony Hobson. So the better of the two Hobson siblings are going to be there.
Yep.
So I'm looking at that, and then you got this young kid who, mate, he's just been going from strength to strength this year. Corey Samet. I'll put him down as a dark horse. I think he's definitely going to be one to mix it up there. But I'm just looking at that field.
He was top point scorer at Dubbo when the track was heavy.
Yes.
Did get up to second from sixth.
Yep.
And then had an electrical issue or an injector issue, which made him fade there near the end. But he was running strong, and you had good cars in the field that he passed.
Yeah, he's been fast all year almost.
Go
to Goulburn. He was fast down there.
He was good there.
But it looks like the WOW Series, that's just going to go from strength to strength. If we get we've got 13 more cars we need, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Let's see what we can do. We get some more in there. It'll be pretty cool to see, eh?
Yeah. And they'll have their pit party release night on the Friday night, which should be a pretty good show.
Where do you reckon that's going to be?
I don't know. Obviously, Batesy probably able to shed some light on that, or Scotty.
But Basey doesn't talk to me. He talks to me, but only he keeps me at arm's length. He doesn't want to come on the show. But yeah, that'll be cool. I might try and hit him up and ask him. I know it was all actually. Can I say I've already done the show, but one thing I want to miss about this whole WoW series about going to Eastern Creek Sydney National Speedway is the fact kids won't be allowed in the pits. Can I just say like how it was? I don't know. It was like you sort of. It didn't stick out to you. Oh, there's a kid running past. Oh, no, they didn't run. Sorry, I shouldn't say that.
Yeah.
But there's a kid over there. It didn't stick out like that to you.
Yeah.
But just by seeing like Maddie with Jason and Willow and Charlie with Scott, and then young Ricky with his dad Sammy, it was just good to see these kids with their parents. And I thought, man, we need more of that.
I need to get them over the line, so I've got a pit crew for the.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, you need Michaela and.
Yeah, like because
she's only just over.
I've got it in your dream team with me. I'm on my own.
She's just a kid. Yeah, but I think to me that changed everything, and I was hoping like, if anything, this WoW series can bring to Australian Speedway, not only is it that these things without wings, greatest show on dirt, but the fact kids allowed in pits and the guys on quad bikes were all good. But anyway,
everyone's behaving themselves like
everyone was. Yep, no arguments there.
I don't know what boxes need to be ticked to make it happen, but
let's get it happening. I know you sometimes tune in Sydney National Speedway. Let's try and see what we can do there. Yeah, but
it will be a benefit.
Oh, actually, there you go, Ron. We've actually got a guy who's won at Knoxville locked in for the WoW series, Mr. Bruce White. That'll be good. Whitey, love to. Actually, you know what? I'm glad he's still around. I'm glad he's a part of Wingless because he is a good man, good character. It's good to see him around.
Helped plenty of people over the seasons.
Yeah, he does. Helps anybody. All right.
Actually, he'd give Peter Logan a run for age.
You reckon?
Yeah,
never.
Around the same era. Like
I'd never be game to ask.
First time I raced Peter Logue was in like 1990, 91. I thought he was an old man then.
Far out.
Yeah, I'm an old man. Still racing.
No, we'll see what happens. All right, let's talk. New South Wales state titles at Dubbo. It's already been announced. That's old news now. It's going to be over the Easter weekend. So 2-night show. I think. Does that mean we have the
night?
Yeah, we have the title
on the Saturday night. Then the 50 lapper on the second night.
Yep.
Pretty sure the club's working pretty hard.
50 lapper?
I think so.
Hang on. Did I know about that? Or have you just dropped the ball?
I spilled the beans on that.
Well, I don't do any editing except for when I call people the wrong name at the start. So, yeah. Wow.
That's
all right.
Possibility, but like the club's working hard to try and organise an incentive package for everyone to turn up and enjoy the weekend and make the best of it.
Hell yeah. No, I'm down with that. And you're obviously going to be happy having it back there. Now, a lot of people sort of jump on Facebook and talk a lot of nonsense about this, but they don't understand the process that happens when we have these state title events. It's not just the club just goes eeny, meeny, miny, mo, and we pick there.
This tender's got to be put in.
Yep.
Unfortunately, this year, the way just things got sorted out, got left on to the last minute. Dubbo put a tender in. The tender was accepted. Got awarded to Dubbo again. I believe they can put quite a good track on for us. And yeah, that's what it is. Like there's no other dates available when it happens, so it just worked out that way.
Yeah, no, and look, if the fact they're trying, I don't think anyone has a problem with that. The fact they're trying. So
last year's title was quite good.
Yeah. Yeah, we can't catch a break there. But, it was good. So make sure if you guys are around Dubbo, get over there. Go see Mark. Actually, he'll be at Eastern Creek as well. He's got some good merchandise hanging up there on his car. And the little Lego ones, the Lego shirts. I'm not allowed to wear them, but they're there.
Oh, they do them in sizes. I can get them done.
Oh, there we go. You know somebody. I know somebody. All right, Mark. Got any other plans for racing coming up? What are you going to do with this WoW series? You're going to try and follow it down south, play it by ear?
Unfortunately, I'm probably going to have to sit most of January out while they do a couple updates on me. I'm hoping it's not as well. They told me I wouldn't notice the first two times, but we'll see how we go this time. Do those couple of updates. Hopefully, it's only 2 or 3 weeks I miss out and I can get back in the saddle again. I'd like to think it's no longer than that because it's at a bad time of year for me.
Yep.
Yeah, could have
All
left
right.
it later.
Well, I'm not going to let you go because you actually sent me something the other night. Oh, my phone's interfering with everything now. You sent me something the other night. It was about this deal up in Cairns.
Yes.
Talk to me about this.
Early August, first weekend in August, second weekend in August. Richie Robb sent down an official open invitation for everyone to go up and run. They got 10 grand on the 4 nights. Camping, barbecue, nice time of year to go to Cairns. Not too humid, shorter than going to Darwin. And the pay rate looks pretty decent. They're trying to get everything rolling there.
Yeah, I saw the pay rate. The pay rate was quite substantial.
Yeah,
I believe they're helping you out with some methanol and stuff like that. Is that right?
Yeah, they're talking about doing a bit of fuel and obviously quite a good atmosphere. I'd imagine it'd be like most northern states at that time of the year. There'd be a few beverages and barbecues after the races.
Yep.
And probably wouldn't be that far, well, that's far enough, but shouldn't be, we'll have a big enough gap between that and our season starting to prep everything again.
Yeah. I just like the fact you go up there, race on the 1st and the 2nd of August, have the whole week off to do what you want at your leisure. It's a great town to go up there and see things that you don't normally see living in the city or wherever you live. And then we're back there on the 8th and 9th as well. So
so 2 weekends and I guess it's 20 hours for me, but a few of the Queenslanders shouldn't be too bad for them. Good package to go up there and race. Never been up to Cairns. I don't like the cold, so I reckon that'll be the place to be in August.
Definitely the place to be in August. All right, no, I just wanted to make sure I didn't let you go without getting that one off. So thank you very much, Richie Robb. I've put all the details up there, so that'd be good to show. But all right, Mark, look, I appreciate you giving some love.
Yep.
Before I go, you want to do a quick shout out? I like you on the microphone when you do a shout out to all your sponsors.
Got to thank Dynaflow Exhaust, myself, Ink and Teas, Inland Petroleum, Key Race Engines. He does me engines. Done them for years. Had an association with him since the mid '90s when I started the sprint cars. Had a fair bit of success with him, so still keeping him on the job for now.
Keeping on the job. Nice. All right, man. Look, I'll end it there. You got to get back. You got a fair few orders for some sprint wingless exhaust, don't you, at the moment?
Yeah. You got a few sets of pipe there to make for some fast guys. So
yeah.
Hopefully, I can do a good job for them, make them look good.
There you go. And I'll be seeing you on the 7th when you come down. Thank you very much, Mark. You have a good night.
We'll do some maintenance.
Do some maintenance, yeah. And everyone else, thanks very much for tuning in for this little wrap up here of New South Wales. Stay tuned for the next one. I'll see you then. Take care.
Bye.